Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Super Bonchan says, are you worried about the impending Israel-Iran conflict? Because if nuclear war breaks out, it could affect our schedule. I don't think so. I think that if nuclear war were to break out, it would have a minimal effect on my streaming schedule. In fact, probably my streaming schedule would be more solid than most things going on. Therefore, I would be the rock on which you can depend to come and relax and chill and enjoy and unplug from all the chaos going on outside. Just come here and enjoy gameplay. That's it. There you go. It was the same with COVID. Everyone thought, oh, COVID, everything's going to fall apart and unwind. Oh, no. I was here for all of COVID, and people loved it. All right? That's how it goes. Jirok says, would I ever bring back DS Politics for just one show to address and give your take about all that's happening in the U.S.? But if I did that, that would interfere with the streaming schedule. Get it? If I did DS Politics, that's going to take away from a stream of stuff that people want to see. So, sorry. We tried it. We tried it. People said, no, gameplay. And I said, are you sure? Because I'd like to cover politics. And people said, no, gameplay. So then I did gameplay. Johnson says, got a question for you. If you're dating a girl and she's nice, but then you meet her sister and she's hotter, then you meet her mother and she's a goddess, what do? You meet the father, it's John Stamos, marry John Stamos. There's your answer. What do we have for dinner? We had big-ass turkey burgers. We bought these ones. So previously, my wife had been making the patties herself out of ground turkey, but it takes a while. It's a little messy. We said, I wonder if we just got the pre-done ones, right? If that would be any better. So we bought them. They were pre-frozen, but they were much bigger than the ones that we were making. We didn't realize this. I throw them on the pan. I'm like, oh my God, how big are these? And I look, they were 3rd-pound burgers. And I was like, whoa, like we were doing like maybe 1/4 pound, maybe even a little less than that. These were 3rd-pounders. So we each had 2 giant 3rd-pound burgers. We didn't finish them, but we ate them. They were delicious. They were very good. I cooked them fresh. I seasoned them myself. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, some cheese. My wife had cheddar. I had American, and ketchup and mustard. They were very good. All right, so guys, here's the deal. Please support the stream tonight. And what I mean by that, it is the final stream of Clear Obscure for now. We very well may go back to the game for side content down the line, and we may not finish it tonight, but I'm going to try. Please support the stream. We actually hit goals the last couple of streams. I want to keep that momentum going. We're at 14 out of 20 goals hit. Obviously, next week, you guys want to see DSP tries it mod pizza. Do you not? I do. I want to know what this mod pizza is all about. We looked it up. They have thin crust. They have thick crust. They have a million toppings. I want pizzas. I'm going to get 2 pizzas. One of one style and one of the other. Load them with toppings. Delicious. Devour that shit. Live on stream. Let's do it. Let's get some support right now. Let's get our first super chat of the night right now. Let's get our first sub of the night over on Kick right now. Let's get a tip right now. Let's do it. How about some memberships right now to get started? Yes, I'm going to eat both pizzas entirely by myself. I totally won't just have a couple pieces of each, right? Ay, ay, ay. Mod pizza is awful, says Save Us GTA 6. Well, we had Little Caesars. He says Little Caesars is better. We had Little Caesars. I thought it was actually not bad for fast food pizza, but I've never had mod pizza. I want to have things I haven't had. I want to try them. Would I consider getting anchovies on one? I don't know. Because then I feel like maybe my wife wouldn't want to try that one. So I don't know. I would be adventurous and try anchovies. Come on, right now. Right now. We're going to boot the game up. Let's get some support right now. All right, let's get the... It's a worse version of metaphor. How dare you say that? Count reboot, please. I'm going to slap your face for your hilarious lies on stream tonight. Dishonesty is rewarded with slaps. How could you say such a thing? I'm very insulted. Okay. I'd have a broken face if I touched you. No, I would touch you first. Even if you did strike back, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Even if you did strike back, it would be after I've already touched you. So I wouldn't have a broken face before I touched you. You're an idiot. Wow. In a battle of wits, you come up with the short end of the stick there, buddy. All right. What a dunce. Anyway, here we go. $9 of support. Come on, guys. Let's get some support for the end game and finale of Clair Obscur tonight. Can someone give Sports Guy a VIP or OG badge? All right, I'll make the offer tonight. If someone gives 10 subs on Kick, I'll give you a VIP badge, or you can gift one. If you do 20 subs on Kick, you get an OG badge and the VIP badge, and you can keep it or gift it. It's up to you. I'll make that offer tonight, because obviously I want to hit the goal tonight for the conclusion of Clair Obscur. Thank you to Meconium for a $5 tip. So we're getting a little bit of support for the finale of Clair Obscur tonight. Thank you, guys. Wow, the animation is on my face. Let's move that. There we go. That's $7. We're up to 21. All right, really quick, I'm going to go pee, come back, and hopefully in the next hour we will finish up the game, at least the main story, and go from there. But guys, please support the conclusion of Expedition 33. I will be right back. Someone says their name is Jalen and they tip me $1. Well, thank you for the $1 tip. Guys, it would sure be great if I could get some more support for the conclusion of Clair Obscur. Let's push forward. Cashier Fink Oa says, should I send a tiny dono now or let it gain interest and send a big one later? You should do both. Send a tiny one now and a big one later. Or maybe you want to send a big one now and an even larger one later. That'd be amazing. I recommend sending as much as possible, as early and frequently as possible. There you go. I know I'm not going to get anything, but, you know. So no one's playing the game? No one's playing the top beat the tip game? Why not? Come on, it's just 501 to start. Do it. Well, great story, great gameplay, great graphics, amazing music. Like, it's very hard to find a part of the game that's not good. Like, you're thinking about it. It's like, what actually was the flaw of the game? I'm not sure. I don't even know what to say is a flaw. I think it was just perfectly executed, quite frankly. You know? I don't see any cracks in the armor here. You know? If anything, the flaw is that I'm a streamer, right, who has to share this gameplay with all of you, and I can't just sit here and enjoy one game at a time, and I know that lengthy RPGs are not for the majority of my audience, which sucks, because it is for me. I love this style of game. It's a shame here we are, a month and a half after it came out, almost 2 months after it released, I'm getting the first ending, and I can't do any of the Act 3 side content because no one wants it. That's the flaw, is that, sadly, a masterpiece game like this cannot be fully enjoyed by someone who shares this as both work and pleasure. That's really the flaw, and that's not any fault of a game developer whatsoever. The game was perfectly paced, didn't have any parts that dragged, didn't have any parts that really had any issue. It's just a double-edged sword with being a lifetime content creator like I am. You know, that I've been doing this now for 17 years, and, you know, I gotta take the good with the bad. And the good is I got to play it, and I got to share it with all of you. The bad is we can't see all the content right now. So there you go. If anything, maybe the one critique is if you do the side content, you're over-leveled for the finale, right? Maybe that's the one critique of the game. That's probably the only critique I can really give it. Everything else is good. Completely original, right? Very hard to guess what's going on because it's such a deep story with layers upon layers. And rarely do you come across a game that's not cliche or follows a bunch of tropes. This game does not. Absolutely not. Using gameplay elements from so many different RPGs over the years and combining them into this one beautiful masterwork. I just want them to keep making games because it would really suck if they don't make any more like this. Because this is like, I hope this is like the beginning of them making amazing masterpiece RPGs. Hopefully this becomes like the textbook case of why these games are good and people should put time into them to develop them and make them as good as they are. Not a game with 5 million hours of padding and crap, open world garbage that's boring. Instead, a game that has enough content that's all meaningful, that it's worth your time. No time to do the other ending. Or maybe one day, what I was saying is, if I feel like we can do it, maybe one day what we'll do is go back and we'll do not only the alternate ending, but we'll do the Act 3 side content. But people don't want it. I played this for almost 2 months, on and off, over 50 hours of gameplay. My audience is telling me every single time I play it, don't play it. It's boring. Look at tonight. Look at the support. Right? Nothing. Almost none. 0. People don't want the game, even though I think it's amazing. So that wasn't even a legit, that was an auto resub above me. Your future stepdad auto resubbed for 2 months. He wasn't even an active contribution. So there you go. There's this floating island, all these floating things that you can fly to now with Esquire. How much you want to bet there's like, look, here's another thing. That was blocked with clouds. You could go there now. So how much you want to bet there's like 5 full dungeons and super bosses and all kinds of great stuff, right? I bet. So that's what I mean. Like, I would love to do in the future, it won't be now, but maybe later this year, if things calm down and we have time for a few random chill night streams, to just do some optional content in the game and explore what we missed, what we didn't do. Because I do feel like we left so much out by not finishing all the content, and I absolutely would have done it if it would have been people showing up, engaging, and supporting, and they just won't. All right, and I hope you understand. I love the game. 1,000,000%. This will be in my best games of the year. I'm not going to tell you now this early on if it's going to be my game of the year, but this will absolutely be in my games of the year countdown. It's that good of an RPG. It's one of my favorite RPGs that I've done as a content creator, hands down, by far. And you know, I would love to do the content, but in 2025, the viewing audience doesn't want it. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. It sucks. Again, let this be a lesson. There's a double-edged sword to making a living, also doing what you love, because you have to make decisions based on what's going to keep stuff afloat. And as much as I like this game, I mean, look, I finished it. And how many streams did we do? 3, 4, 5 streams recently that weren't hitting any support. Look at tonight, we got like $20. But I'm still playing it because I wanted to see the ending, right? You know, it just sucks that for bizarre reasons, people will come and support other stuff, but not this game. Again, it has to be the length. It has to be that it's an RPG. Things that I like lengthy RPGs. I do. For those of you who have been here all along, there's some people in chat right now who've been here for the whole playthrough. I want to say a special thanks to you. I understand that not every single person out of the thousands of people in a year that watch me do content can support playthroughs. I get that. But you're still here, and you're still enjoying, and you're still engaging, and I do appreciate you, you know? But you have to understand, it's tough for me. I want to do stuff like this, and I can't continue at this point. I think what I'm thinking is, give it a rest. Maybe later this year, bring it back as a few chill night streams here or there. I'll let you know when we can sprinkle them in. So I absolutely want to explore and check out this content. Okay, I do. Look, there's 2 clouded areas we never even got to access. There's all the things that were floating. There's areas that we couldn't get to that, like there, you know, there's tons. So, all right? And please understand, I will never discredit a game like this in my Game of the Year countdown simply because it didn't resonate with all of my audience who support my content. Never. The game is superb. The game is absolutely a masterpiece. I hope you understand that, okay? So, for this very lengthy, Claire Obscure playthrough, I want to say thank you all to everyone who was here and was a part of it. I enjoyed it. And, you know, we shall see what happens in the future, but I would like to go back to it at a future date and play it again and see some more of the content. I'm being told by chat about 20 hours of optional content, including the optional dungeons, super bosses, and more. It's right up my alley. It really is right up my alley of what I would like from a game like this. So, there you go. All right. So, for Clear Obscure, Expedition 33's main plotline, story, and playthrough, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. and I'll see you in the future, hopefully, for some side content. Peace out. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's that for now. Like I said, I would like to return to it at a future date, but what can you do? All right? All right, that is it for Clair Obscur. We have wrapped it up. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. It's a shame we got 20 bucks of support yet again for the game. That's why that's it. I can't keep doing streams. I have to do stuff. People are going to show up for and support. It's a business as well as a hobby. You get that, right? Like, it is what I love, but it also is my job. So it would be like, if you have a job, let's put it this way. Let's say you have an office job, right? And there's one part of your office job you absolutely love doing, but you can't do it all the time. You're outright told by your bosses, that's not what we need you to do all the time. Sometimes that's good, but if you just do that one thing all day, that's not getting the whole job done. You still got to do this and this and this and this. You have to stop doing what you like and do the other parts of your job. And that's how I have to take this. You know, I did tough through it, and I accepted that there were going to be nights like tonight where no one was really going to support, and I kind of swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, it is what it is. I tried to pull out all the stops. I made offers for badges. I did everything. Sometimes life is life. Que sera, sera, right? But like I said, I'll leave it installed. I think we'll probably one day go back to it, especially if maybe there's a situation where there's like a crazy good week or something, and already things are doing so well, and I got a free night, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just pop open Clair Obscur tonight. Let's fly around and let's explore the optional content, right? Let's do that. I would hope that there will be times like that this year. There certainly have been, and there hopefully will be in the future, where it won't be a big deal to take a night or, you know, every once in a while in a random week and not have to worry about, oh, am I getting support tonight, right? All right, well, folks, that's it for Clair Obscur. I'm going to get to the bottom of what's going on with the camera right there. I don't know what it is, but all right. So tomorrow will be a very interesting day, okay? So tomorrow we're going to have a short podcast, maybe like 30 minutes, okay? After that short podcast, we are going to jump into a day of demos. The demos that are eligible for tomorrow are as follows. Hell Is Us, Catch and Chill, Neo 3, Mina the Follower, The 100 Line, and Tenebrous Somnia. What we will do is during that podcast, people will be voting, hey, what do you want to see as the first demo of the day? And then as we're playing that demo, we'll do a poll for the next demo. And it'll be like 3-4 hours of demo gameplay, and we'll see how many we can get through. There's no way we're getting through all 6, but I'm hoping we'll get through at least 3. And it should be good variety on tomorrow's day stream. Tomorrow night is Friday Night Fights. I'm going to try to play Capcom versus SNK 2. I don't know how that's going to go. It's been suggested to me that I buy the PlayStation version of the game, which I wouldn't be opposed to doing as long as we were guaranteed to find more players, but I don't know if people are still playing it on PlayStation either. It could be a situation where the collection is like nearly dead already. So I guess we'll see tomorrow night how that goes, but I hope you will come back and hang out and engage and support the final day of the week. Sucks that I knew all week, I said, I'm going to beat Clair Obscur and no one's going to be there to support. And I was dead on correct. There's even people who normally do support who sat there and didn't support tonight because they don't like Clair Obscur. There's not much I can do about that, folks. Okay? All right, everyone. So I wish you all a good evening. I will see you all in the morning for my final streaming day of the week. Peace out and have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.